Hey, what's up? So, I'm here doing a collective reading. Wouldn't you like to know what this is going to be about? Let me let my hair down. Like I had to change and have my hair pinned up. Okay, so what do we have? We need a collective message and storyline for the collective. That's what we need. Family room. So you guys could be coming together. Celebrating, that of course the holidays are coming up. So wealthy man. Thoughts, house. Okay, yeah, so there's gonna be some get-togethers that's coming up. At homes, at someone's home. But let's get into this because somebody has a wealthy man. Okay. Now this man, I want you to hear me out because so that we can clarify what this wealthy man means. This man can very well be financially wealthy, okay? Will be at some point in his life, or wealthy as in this man provides like emotional for support, physical support. Like this man is wealthy in abundance, like his dedication to you, right? To the relationship, right? To the family. And I feel like he could be an admired man. He could definitely have, I'm sensing this person having lots of interests, people interested in him, but he's either very picky or he's very lonely, like he spends time alone. And it's hard for him to relate to people. Think about it. Think about someone, a four, very stubborn, but think about someone, well, his life path could be a four. His birthday could be on the fourth, it's something significant around number four in you. But just think about that though. This person is coming off to me like someone that is hard to read, right? Look at him with the little smirk on his face. Someone that's hard to read, someone that finds it very hard to get their emotions across, their feelings across, their thoughts across. So it comes off like this person is distant. This person is cold. This person is evasive. They could be very masculine. And this is what you want. Well, this is what some femmes want, They could be very masculine. So it could be very hard. Yes, even though they have so many feelings and even though they have so much to say, them bringing that across can be very hard. And I definitely have gotten more into the aspect of communication, understanding each other's different ways of communicating. Because a lot of times we get the wrong message. Like we read a person wrong. There's a lot of things that we do want that we don't say that we want. And I feel like this, especially a lot of times with us women, us women, especially, my people, and a lot of them, especially like when you're more in the feminine aspect of yourself, and a lot of masculine, they want to know what you want. They want to know what you want because them knowing what you want is brings forth a level of vulnerability, because vulnerability is not always about, being overly emotional and always in our feelings and things of that nature. It could just seriously be saying like what you wanted. And as you're able to voice that and not be afraid, it looks very appealing and it's very attractive to a lot of masculine energy, because a lot of them, or this one in particular, wants to be able to give you what you want. And they like, he doesn't want to be sitting here thinking about what it is that you want. It's like he's thinking like, dang, I don't know what to do. This person, this masculine, does not know what to do, because they can already feel like you're independent. You got a lot going for yourself. It's hard to accommodate you when really all you're looking for is love. All you're looking for is someone to support you, to cuddle with. You know what I'm saying? To flip you over, rub you down, flip you up, rub you down, flip you over, turn you. You know what I'm saying? And you can get that from anybody, but you want it to be from this person. And I'm just kind of feeling like a lot of, not shame, but like, dang, I don't really want to be, I don't really want him to know that, because then I give him the power. And it's like, nah, yeah, and nah, this person spends a lot of time at their house. And this person could be very traditional or family oriented. And I feel like this connection between you two is going to change up a lot of this conventional, traditional ways and approaches that this masculine has when it comes to dealing with feminine energy, when it comes to dealing with women. Right. And he's thinking about it. Ooh, false person. Yeah, he's finding you evasive and mysterious, which is attractive. And remember, we're not talking about coming on emotionally strong. See, I feel like like a lot of women get that mixed up too. That is good. That is good. That comes, I'm not saying take away from that, but with the vibe of what I'm getting here, simple, because I feel like this person, he didn't get as far as he did, or he doesn't without being rational to some degree. So he wants to see some type of rationality within a woman, but at the same time, he wants to see some vulnerability and some openness, and he needs to know, but this person is thinking about this person, this guy, this male is thinking about this woman, this feminine, and he's just like, wow, like, who is she? And the intrigue of it keeps him coming back, of course, keeps him interested, but at the same time, it keeps him away, because it's really sparking his insecurities and making him feel like he doesn't know if he's good enough, or whatever the case may be. So it's good, since he's interested and he's intrigued by your mysteriousness. He's still, you can still give him a little bit. You got to be able to give him a little bit. You got to be able to break down that, because he's feeling like you're out of reach, like you're out of touch. You're not interested in a way. So you got to be able to break down those walls and those barriers that divide you two. Yeah. There's a lot of thoughts going on here about this mysterious woman. But this could be you being watched. Ooh, anime male. Because he feels like you have another person. He feels like you have other interests. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this. See, I'm going to give y'all some tips. Because I feel like maybe you should have other interests. Or if it's not another person, it's something else that you can just go to when you're feeling emotionally vulnerable and you feeling like you want to be rubbed and touched and hugged and cuddled, and you're not getting that from the person that you want it from, because you don't just want it from anybody. You got to be able to have some type of outlet that a lot of women sometimes do not have. And what happens is now you're throwing yourself back in to being desperate. And now, yes, you're saying things and you're communicating things, but you're communicating in a way to where you're letting your emotions take you over. And to someone who is looking at trying to understand you, can see it as a turnoff. Like you go from this evasive person to this completely needy person within the blink of an eye. So you gotta be, I feel like it's better to be in control of your emotions to the point of where you can rationalize certain things about yourself in the way you're feeling, not necessarily about the other person. Because if you can rationalize the way you're feeling, you can tell yourself, listen, am I overreacting too soon? Am I having expectations from this man that I shouldn't at this particular point? You know, you should place the expectations more on yourself than the other person, because if you place the expectations on yourself, you're going to do stuff like, you know, am I fulfilled? How do I live a more fulfilling life? Am I feeling lonely? You know, how can I do better? What can I work at? What will I accept and not accept from somebody else? And when they're doing these things that I do not accept, am I teaching them by my behavior or interaction with them that it's okay to do that? Or am I letting them know, like, no, it's not okay? So one of these men, all these men that's looking and interested, is like, you are thinking you're with someone else, and they're not really going to pursue it, because what's happening is their ego is at play. Now, I did say that I do believe that, yeah, you should, if you're a single woman and you don't have no clear sign, it's a go, it's a yeah for me from the man of your interest, then I just really do feel like there's aspects of you that you should not just lay all before one man. You know, like, you got to be able to be like, okay, well, if he doesn't go out with me this week, do I have another friend that I can go out with? You know, you got to be willing to date. You got to be willing to get to know other people, or either at least not put all your eggs in one basket. If you are a person that feels like you got the object of your desire and you're going to make yourself completely available before he even is saying that he's going to commit. Now, if that's the case, you got to have something that's going to balance that energy out. Now, if you are interacting with the man of your interest, because women, we tend to be like that. We tend to have like these, like a man of our interest, you know, or a few men. It just depends on who you are. Daggone it. I ain't judging. If you choose to interact with this particular man of interest or whatever, and he's interacting with you back, and you're both like, oh, this is something we're doing, we're hanging out, we're liking this, you know, we're getting to know each other, we're both here, we're both available, we're present, that's okay. But I still would suggest that you have something in your life that occupies your time than just him. Because you're still going to have to still remain a level of, you know, unavailability. You're available, but at any given time, you cannot be available. It's all good with you. Okay. Yeah, pathway, community, message. So It's going to take communication. Um, you got to be willing to be in the moment. Be in the moment and open up and see what happens. Like go around, visiting people, or just places, hanging out, right? This will open up the communication, right? Because for some of you guys, it's the communication that's making this whole thing evasive, and there's a hit and miss here. Yeah. What else? Privileged lady. You got somebody's interest. They're concerned. But I feel like this concern is more about when do they reach out? Like, how do they interact with you? Because they're concerned that they don't know if they can meet your needs or not, because they don't know what your needs are. So for some of you guys, you have to be willing to tell this person what your needs are. I gotta sit back on this. Because this person is gonna listen to what it is. The thing about it, what was having this energy like this is Venus and Capricorn. Venus and Capricorn is just kind of like, you got to come serious or don't come at all. The women are definitely acting like this. There's a lot of men right now that are acting like this. They like dead serious, and they like got their pick right now. They're like, okay, well, this is the woman that I'm picking. If she ain't serious, or I can't, break down certain barriers, then I don't know. Yeah, adjudication and expectation. Yeah. I think that sometimes I don't think like, okay, I'm just gonna go here when it comes to the masculine energy, with males, and like looking at a lot of them that's trying to stick to a lot of the traditional stuff, but I don't even think that they even understand what they're sticking to at this point in time, because there's a lot of changes happening. But what I've noticed though is that a lot of them keep talking about this control, this dominance, this dominance they want to have in a relationship, and blase. And what that translates into is the less that they can connect with you, like the less that they can understand who you are and what you want and what you need, the harder it is for them to provide that, the harder it is for them to connect with you. And if they cannot connect with you, it's going to deter them. It kind of turns them off. It makes them feel insecure. And you don't really want a man that you want to be in relationship with, like a healthy relationship with, to be insecure when it comes to you. You don't. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care how sexually appealing you are. I don't care how hard you play to get, how enticing you are or seductive you are. At some point, because if you ever seen like the very seductive or beautiful women that it's like they are alone, like they don't even have any male friends to interact with, it's because of that barrier. Okay, yeah, you're fun to look at. All the men would love to get a chance with you, but it's deterring them at the same time, because they, they're going to women that is more they're connecting with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they translate that over to them. That means, well, I want to be the man, and I want to be able to be in control and lead the relationship. Well, what they're really saying is that they want to provide for you in some way, shape, or fashion. And if they feel like they cannot monetarily provide, they're going to be able to provide for your needs in other areas, especially emotionally. And if they cannot do that either, they're men. Because quite a bit of men are going to be, they want to be sexually involved with a woman or a feminine, however you want to put it. I don't want to get into the semantics because I just think people are just too sensitive around those areas. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm a straight woman, I'm probably going to be talking more about men and women in interactions, but I'm not disregarding anybody else. You have to kind of like apply yourself, or it's like, oh, well, maybe I'm not the messenger for you. You know, I don't know. But I also can put forth the effort to make corrections and say stuff like, well, the femmes or the masculines or whatever, you know. But yeah, with that need that they have a lot of times to be sexually involved with a you know, their choice or whatever, or with the feminine or a female, they're going to go to the one that they can connect with best in that area. Now, of course, with all things set aside, this has to be done with someone. Like I said, I'm talking to two people that like each other, are interested in each other, and want to be with each other, that want to spend time with each other. But what is the barrier? The communication and the evasiveness. The mysterious part, it's good to, like, for some men, you know, like Aquarius, Sagittarius, sometimes Scorpios, you know, Scorpios quite a bit too. My point is, certain men, they love the mysterious aspect of a woman, but to a point, because you don't really want to be going months and months with this mysterious evasiveness. Like that mysteriousness is what initially attracted them, or why they're attracted to you in the first place. But as time goes on, they're like, this is actually like a turn off, or like this is actually not going anywhere, because it's like, this person is just like completely withdrawn. Like I can't get anything. Like you know. But yeah, it's good to have some stuff in your pocket to be like, okay, well, oh yeah, you know, mention it a little bit later on down the line, or to string along. But you still have to have some openness there. I wouldn't even call it neediness, but openness there. You still have to be better at communicating certain things. You know, not necessarily being desperate, but you know what I'm saying. This is in any relationship, whether you're a man dealing with a woman, or a woman dealing with a man, or but you're a man dealing with a man, or a woman dealing with a woman, or whatever, a parent dealing with a child. But seriously, when you're when you're interacting with each other, it's an important part. You guys need to work on your communication. There's an intuitiveness that's there as well. I'm not gonna lie. With that 7 there, it's a knowing, like an intuitiveness there. There's an inner knowing. It's like a lot of hit and miss, or a lot of things going on, or said and not really being said. So it's a lot of things up in the air. You can have like a commitment phobe. Well, it's not good to just go jump in relationships anyways, but I kind of feel like the scary part for maybe this person or you two is that things kind of go pretty fast. Like things probably just take off rolling once y'all break down certain communication barriers, you know? Yep. Official person, occupation. So you could work on this with this person, because this could be an official person for a lot of you guys. Yeah, unexpected income. That's what I'm saying. Your expectation should be about yourself, because I kind of feel like with the messages, you're gonna be surprised at what this simple communication can do. Because I feel like I'm talking to some people that is not good at being vulnerable, and this could be both of y'all. Yeah, look, this could lead to marriage. Yeah, or commitment, or y'all actually working. You know. Yeah. This changes everything around. Okay, so you got to work on the commit. Yeah. Change courtship. Hey. So that is a collective read. I'm Butterfly to Light. Like the video, subscribe to my channel because I will be back. Peace.